So before we get into copying or moving across your own copy of the ePortfolio template, let's take a quick tour of the structure and layout, and also how to navigate around the template itself. So again, I have the Assessment ePortfolio open in my OneNote for Windows 10 app, which is where we recommend you do all of your work for the ePortfolios. So you'll see here, I have one main section group which holds everything for the ePortfolio. So this is the teacher template, and it holds both the assessor folder and then also the learner portfolios as well. So I'm just clicking on the drop down and you'll see we have a start here section. Just click on that to open it up. And this launches an overview of the ePortfolio layout, with the idea being this is the first page that an external authenticator would land on. So it has a map, and then it also, I suppose, pinpoints key locations that an external authenticator will go through when they're going through the EA process. So the next page down is the module overview. So when you do copy down your template across to your own OneDrive, you will be able to fill this in for yourself, but we'll have a video going through that later in the series. Your assessor checklist is also built in here, and your IV checklist will also be built in here as well. So next on the list we have a section for the assessor ePortfolio, and again you just click on the arrow to drop them down, and these are all sections within the ePortfolio template. And if I simply hover over the divide between sections and pages, I can drag this window to make it a little bit bigger if I want to see the full layout. So first up on the assessor ePortfolio will be your provisional results sheet, and you will insert a printout of your results sheet here. Next we have the module documentation, so it'll be the component spec and the program module. Next we have procedures for assessment, and these are built into the template, so you'll be able to simply click through and fill in the details here. And then finally in your assessor ePortfolio you will have your assessment material, but again we will go through that section in a later video. Next up in the sections we have the learner ePortfolios. So here you'll see that we have Anna and Sam. You simply click the drop down on both of them and you will see that both of them look very similar. Now we have them set up slightly differently just to cover different ways of laying out your portfolio of assessment. But to this point there will be no changes to the structure aside from the name of your learner, which you will learn how to do in a later video. But again, each learner ePortfolio is laid out starting with the learner marking sheet and then the portfolio of assessment. You simply click on the arrows to open or expand the sections. And then in the pages for each assessment technique, if it's an exam, you will have a submission and a marking scheme. If it's an assignment, you will have an authorship statement, a brief, a submission or the learner's work, and then also your marking scheme. We also have different layouts for learner records and collections of work, which we will detail in a further video. But for now, it's just really important to understand that on the left of your window in the app, you have sections, and the sections that have a little drop down are called section groups. Your next column shows the pages contained within each of your sections or within each of your section groups, depending on which layer of organization you are looking at.